Anthony Adebayo. We off the record.
With you there, but if you're a coach, do you take that chance?
Yes. You can reach us at the Off the Record Show at gmail.com. Anthony Adebayo and the most accurate sports coverage. Scotty B's Fantasy 5.
We're different from any other sport.
His sophomore year. Comes back and says, you know what?
And your boy, Scotty B. We off the record.
My computer, what's up, man?
We here. It's Off the Record. I'm Anthony Adebayo.
It's your boy Scotty B, man. How's your week, man?
It's been good. Hey, y'all y'all see that? Y'all see that controller right there? That controller right there is not there just for like show, right? It's not there just for like design, and that man Scott was doing his training. I'm snitching. He was doing his training, and honestly, I should have kept the volume down. I tried to start the show while you were.
I'll try to get through the last training. I just went ahead and insulted the Bronx because I was like, but I had a trash draft, man.
Don't beat yourself up, man. It could be worse. It could be worse. It's worse things in the world. This man, hey, Mike said, he said, hurry up and play your damn game so he can. That's how I be sometimes, man.
Mike gotta relax. I understand though. I understand what Mike means.
So here's the thing, man. It's a lot that happened. We didn't record last week mainly because we needed to like regroup, not because anything bad happened, but we had homecoming. We had homecoming, and then the World Series was going on, and I was like, shoot, this World Series is actually pretty good. It's probably one of the best World Series.
Yeah, I didn't see it going Game 7. I think we both had predicted the Dodgers, but midway through, we were both thinking like, the Blue Jays have a shot, and they had a shot in Game 7 too. So I mean, it was a good series. It was a really good series.
Absolutely. So Toronto had they were up in Game 7 with a few outs to go. And the Dodgers showed their championship reserve, I guess is what you want to call it. They best players are Japanese, and Otani and Yamo, and man, they stepped up this postseason. So I guess we could say congratulations to the Dodgers. I'm a Braves fan, but I like good baseball, and that
was good baseball.
That was a hell of a series. That was a hell of a series. So, and we'll see what happens. Going forward. I don't know. I don't know how any of these teams are going to beat the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's kind of like how people used to refer to the Yankees as like, you get like an unbeatable team, because I was looking at their roster and was like, man, they're just stacked
hitting wise. Now,
pitching, they've got a few opportunities with their bullpen, but I mean, if you just look at the team that they've assembled, it is a juggernaut team. Like, it is a powerhouse. Like,
Mookie Betts struggled this whole postseason, pretty much damn near this whole season,
and it didn't matter. Didn't matter.
It just made the games a little closer.
Right.
So I mean, that was, again, it was a great series. Shout out to the Dodgers. Shout out to the Blue Jays as well. But I guess we could kind of recap some of homecoming. Finally, I ain't even gonna say nothing about my jacket. It's a nice jacket.
It is a dope jacket. Now, I'm not going to say that it was worth the wait, because that's a lot, but I think it was definitely worth the value you got the jacket for, and that jacket is fire, man.
It's nice. It's a nice jacket.
It's a nice coat.
I'll give them credit there. I just, I would have liked it
a lot earlier. Yeah, I mean, Was it worth waiting a year? No, but it definitely not. It's a hot jacket.
Yeah. So, but homecoming was, homecoming was homecoming. We you get to see a lot of people, and you get to like miss a lot of people as well. It's the craziest thing because for the most part, you have your tailgates, you have the game, and then you have like the yard where, after the tailgates, after the game, people go in the yard and there's just a bunch of people around. And it's like, man, you're in a small area. Ultimately is the part of you pretty much from the bookstore to the roundabout on University Avenue.
Right.
You got Foster right there, you got behind Foster, and then you have University Boulevard. So it's like, man, you shouldn't miss that many people until you go on Facebook. You're like, you see,
you see all the pictures and you're like,
yeah,
I was right there.
Exactly. I'm like, wait a minute. You took that picture I was literally in front of Foster the whole time.
Or the catch is like when somebody takes a picture with somebody you were with and you're like, dang, I didn't even know that. Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing, man. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm trying to figure it out. I guess I don't know.
You know what it'd be, and I kind of had to chalk it up this year. It'd be so much going on. So you try to catch everybody, but like you just might a split second, you might just or a bad angle or whatever. You just might miss and this person might
you could be talking to somebody right here and they're literally right there and you don't see them the whole time.
Or somebody brought this to my attention too, and I want to get your perspective. Some people may see you talking to another person and be like, yo, I might just catch up with this person on the way back. So you might not have saw them, but they saw you.
Uh-huh.
My good buddy Nair said, and I'm just going to get your perspective. He said that he feels like a lot of people like to be approached at homecoming. So people don't like to go out of their way to say like, hey, so everybody like plays it cool and they want you to be the one
being too
kind of, yeah. Be the one to approach,
or they wait for you to catch eye contact.
That's
so cool.
The kind of, so you missed all these people, but it leads into the question: they may have saw you,
see you,
and you never approached them.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if we're on the yard, you see me, and I don't see you, and you don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me no more.
Yeah.
Don't inbox me and say, "Oh, I saw you on the yard, but you was just no," because you could have took 5 steps and said you're hey, whatever. Don't inbox me or send me a message. Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even see, or you didn't even see me and blah, whatever. Like we're grown. Like just say hello. It ain't got to be a long because let's be honest. This is the whole. When you see somebody that you ain't seen in a long time on the yard, yo, what's good, baby? What's going on? What up, yo, man? You looking good, man? How you been? Yeah, everything's good, man. I'm worried. How you been? And then it's like, man, this is crazy. So where you going tonight? And we going doing this, we doing that. Nah, we probably just chilling, going to get dinner, And it's like that's the whole thing. So that took what? 15 seconds. You pretty much just had your conversation with homecoming. You keep it short, sweet, keep it pushing.
Or I think most people don't even want the conversation. They just want the hug or the dap. You know what I mean? just a simple acknowledgement.
And look, you're right. That's like oh, they noticed me.
Yeah.
Yes. But again,
really special. You get the picture.
You do the and you're gonna. It's a ton of pictures. Which again, I love homecoming, man. I really, because again, you get so consumed with life that you're not gonna send somebody an inbox on Facebook or Instagram. You may see their stuff see their family do whatever, and then you get the homecoming like, oh yeah, I saw you did X, Y, and Z. It's like, yeah, thank you. But I saw you with your kids, blah blah blah. To me, I think that's the best part of it. Of course, the football game too, but. Yeah, man. It's but if you see me and I don't see you, I got my back turned or I'm turned and you see me and you don't say what up.
Smoke.
Now it's smoke.
Smoke.
I got beef. Well, every other adjective you could think of is yeah. All right. But yeah, so anyway, all right. We had the NFL trade deadline came
That's
up.
what I was just about to ask you. So
look, we got winners and losers.
We got winners and losers, and we'll get into that. But can you think of a more jumping NFL trade deadline? I can't even.
No, it was it. Listen, the NFL. I don't know what the NBA did to the NFL, but they're trying to steal everything that the NBA's done. The holidays, now the trade deadline trades. You ain't never seen no trades like not like how it was like this year. It just.
So let's get to the top trade. Okay,
which was the top one.
So I'm not going to say the top trade. I'll say the team that was involved with the two blockbuster trades, and that was the New York Jets with Sauce Gardner to the Colts and Q Williams to the Cowboys. So it's tough to not look at the Jets as like winners. I think in those scenarios, all teams won. I think Quentin Williams is going to make life easier for people on the defensive line with the Cowboys. And he's going to make that defense a lot better. He's a force to be reckoned with. You know, shout out to them for getting him.
Yeah.
You know, Sauce Gardner, I mean, he's going to make a huge contribution with the Colts. I feel like they needed him in that secondary. I mean, you've got really the division that they need. They needed a shutdown corner. So I thought that was a huge win for them. The Jets is really tough to say, hey, you've got 3 first-round picks. You've got a second round pick in the next 2 years. So I think they won from that standpoint. But if I'm on that Jets team now, and you know, if I'm Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, or even Justin Fields, even though I think his days are numbered, I feel like they lost because they already were a mess, a dumpster fire. Damn. Possibly the worst team in the NFL. Damn. And you lose those two guys. There is no replacement on those roster for those two guys. You are saying, look, we concede. We know that we're not that good. You're doing what essentially our good buddy Jamal does in fantasy football. He says, I'm not good enough to win. I'm fire selling the whole team. That's what the Jets just did.
Why Jamal had to catch it straight?
No, he didn't catch it straight. That's his strategy, and that's his strategy that he, brought to the league. But that's what the Jets did. They decided, like, look, we're moving on from our 2 best defensive players. Highest bidder wins. It would have to suck to be a Jets team member.
So I look at it from another point of view. The season was already going bad. It's not like they were like 7-1 or 8-1. The season was already going bad. And as a player, you saying, I don't want my guys to leave, but they gone. But look at the compensation we got. That now it looks like we're gonna get our quarterback. We're gonna get some help here. Because my thing is this: you look at the Jets roster, you're like, how y'all not winning? So I think that the Jets do a good job of finding talent. I don't know if they necessarily do a good job of developing these guys, or because Quentin Williams wasn't an All-Pro this year. But he's been All-Pro. Sauce Gardner was an All-Pro. Garrett Wilson is a Pro Bowl type player. Breece Hall is a damn good running back. And you look at some of the other, they got the rookie tight end, Mason Taylor. You got Johnson, and you got all these pieces. It's like what is happening? What was where was the misstep? So I think what's happening now is there is almost like, ironically, Detroit a few years ago, where you had some pieces, you made some trades, and then you use the picks you got from, I think, the Rams and somebody else, and in one draft you get Jahmyr Gibbs, Laporta. They got somebody else as well. I want to say they might have got the lineman a year before, the right tackle. I'm just drawing a blank right now, but nonetheless, I think you may now again with draft picks. You don't know, they could stink it up, but I think that they're probably looking at it like this season was already a wash. Let's get back to hopefully the front office does what they're supposed to do. We got the coaches in here, and now let's make some noise.
So let me ask you this:
Mhm.
They have one win. If the Jets had Joe Flacco,
Right?
do you think they have more than one win?
I mean, it depends. Are they getting Joe Flacco in the middle of the season, or he's starting the season?
He's starting the season. Like
They'll probably have more than one win.
I think so too. I think that that's the issue. I think that the Jets are traditionally good on defense, or they at least were with Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
They have decent players,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems like with the quarterback they're missing. Like they're trying
always
to get,
or they're just impatient.
Yeah, so they're trying to get like the home run quarterback that throws for 300 yards or throws 3 touchdowns. They're the perfect team to really, if they had a game manager.
Yeah. Yep. You're absolutely right.
Turn the ball over, can
make
plays,
right.
get them in field goal position, set up the run game. They would have 8 or 9 wins easy. You know what I mean? Maybe they're not a playoff team, but they're a lot better than what we're seeing.
They're competitive. Because, I mean, you look at offense, you got Braylon Allen, who, I mean, he's hurt right now, but when you pair him with Breece Hall, that's a two-headed monster. Again, Garrett Wilson. I think they may win 4 games this year, but I think it's to the point where why? I would try and get as high as possible with these other picks that we got. I wouldn't want to get a top pick because it doesn't make any sense. I mean to get to stack a bunch of wins because it wouldn't make sense.
Even the Jets will look a lot better even with Daniel Jones. You know, I mean.
Well, I mean, Daniel Jones is probably an MVP candidate. Right
yeah,
now, so.
But I'm just saying, like, if they would have sought out
Daniel
one
Jones.
of those free agents.
Here's the thing: I don't know if Daniel Jones would be as good with the Jets this year as he is with the
probably not
with the Colts.
Yeah, probably not. But if they would have had, and I don't know if you would consider Daniel Jones a game manager. Do you? Yeah.
He's like the epitome of a game manager.
Yeah, nah.
I would. Yeah, I think that and I don't want people to get caught up in the game he had against the Steelers. I mean, it's a bad game. I don't think people should be concerned. I don't think that it should be something to where you think, oh, this is the Giants' Daniel Jones, because I don't necessarily think that's the case. I think that they had opportunities to score early, and for whatever reason they either turned the ball over or whatever, and they didn't score. But I wouldn't sleep on the Indianapolis Colts with Daniel Jones as their quarterback right now. I think that they got a good thing going. I just think it was a bad game. Now we could come back in 2 weeks and you're like, damn, they done lost 3 in a row. They 7-4 now instead of whatever. And it's like, you know.
But to your point though, right? So if you look at it, you take a holistic view. The Colts have been a dangerous team just because they've always had a pretty good defense. They've had a good running back. They've had like decent receivers. It just took the right quarterback, and maybe it doesn't necessarily need to be a draft pick. it could be one of these retread quarterbacks that we're seeing that they just get into a different situation and they have different success.
Yeah.
I felt bad because, we've been kind of like critical of Justin Fields, and I wouldn't say that we should take back anything that we said, but it was a real emotional win for my guy, man. That man had a rough week, man.
Yeah,
Did you see the press conference?
It was God, and that was a. So I will say this: I'm not absolving him for the bad play he's played, the bad way he's played this year, but I think that he showed people that he's a professional, because the thing that he had to do when the owner says the type of things he says, and then you got to do it. You're in New York. You got New York media. But for the owner to do that, I thought that was a little, I don't know. I thought it was a bit much.
I thought it was the right move. And I want to tell you why.
Okay.
At that point, it was either Justin Fields or Aaron Glenn.
Well, Aaron Glenn ain't,
Yeah. So he'll have his day, right? Yeah. So I felt like the owner stepping in was defending his coach. Okay. Now, do we agree with the way that he was defending his coach? No. And for everybody that might not know what happened, the owner kind of basically called out Justin Fields' quarterback play and called that out as one of the reasons why they were actually losing. And it really wasn't the coach. It was this: if the quarterbacks were playing a little bit better, they might be in a better situation. So you're right. To hear your owner say that and to hear your coach basically back that up, it does give you the impression like, hey, I'm not wanted here. The coach doesn't want me. The owner doesn't want me. Where do I go from there? And for him to go out, and he responded well to that. He balled out after that game, but just seeing that press conference and seeing that he's a human being, right? What I mean? And to have to say, I had to pray. My family had to uplift me. I was crying in the closet.
Yo, that was crazy. Crying in the closet was crazy. I was like, I get it. I mean, you was emotional, but why were you in the closet crying? I'm like, you couldn't just cry like in the bedroom or in the living room in your game room. Like, why was it the closet that you went to cry? And I don't want to be insensitive. So anybody, I understand that. I understand people.
It was just a lot. It was a lot, and it came out of left field. And I wasn't expecting to hear it. I'm glad that he shared that moment, and good, man. Shout out to him, man. Again, like I said, it made me feel bad for being overcritical. I was like, dang, yo, my man's crying in the closet. I was like, yo.
And so yeah, that was a good game. They ended up coming back. They won the game. I mean, actually, it was a real entertaining game. Ironically, the last two Bengals game has been probably the games of the week because it's been the highest scoring games those weeks. So okay. So they won. They didn't play this week, right? They had a bye.
So look, before we get too far,
oh boy,
if you want to talk about a loser of the trade deadline, the Bengals is one of the losers. If you look at that defense, it is historically bad. I mean, they made Justin Fields look like he was a legitimate quarterback. They made like Caleb Williams lastly look like a Hall of Famer. And the amount of points that they've given up over the past couple weeks, they've got, what's his name? Oh, I just lost his name. Henderson.
Trey Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
They've got him. They've got him franchise tag.
Yeah. Well, he's not franchise.
Well, he's got the 1 year,
deal.
1 year deal. Mm-hmm. It's teams that want to get him, wanted to, and offered up significant deals to get him, and they didn't entertain that.
They said no.
And look, right, the Bengals do not have a track record of paying anybody. There is no I don't have any reason to believe that they're going to get a long-term deal done with him. So they had the opportunity.
But he could just walk now.
Yeah. Well, they could franchise him.
I don't think they could franchise him.
I think they could franchise him
One?
this year. Yeah, if they want to. But yeah, maybe he could walk. Maybe they franchise him. But it's like, why wouldn't you entertain teams?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he could get into the right situation. I get to guarantee you now, that team, with or without him, is going to give up 48 points. like
yeah, no, I agree with that. They should have did what the Jets did. Hey, look, the Cowboys should. I'm sure the Cowboys probably sent the offer as well, and that would have been crazy if the Cowboys would have got Trey Hendrickson too. I would have been like, yeah, it would. I would have just been like, oh, whatever. But I agree with that. I'm gonna give you a team I consider a trade deadline loser that nobody's talking about. The Buffalo Bills. You need help down the field, right? There are receivers that you could have got. I mean, why not? I mean, even if you have to overpay for Rasheen Shaheed, I think that gives you that vertical threat. Because that's the one area, well, aside defensively where they need help as well, but that's the one area that I feel like it's glaring, right? And it's your receivers. Yes, you got what's the boy name? Khalid.
You got Coleman.
Coleman. First, listen, y'all. There's the camera right here. Keon Coleman is a fantasy bum. That's it. He's a fantasy bum. I think it's still early. I think it's still early to say about Keon Coleman as a professional, but as a fantasy guy, he's a bum, and I got him in like 2 or 3 leagues, and I'm like, man, I'm ready to cut this one.
So I will probably never ever say this again. I like what Seattle did.
As you should. Seattle.
That's
they got Shaheed.
They gave Darnold another weapon. Paired with that receiving group.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you double Smith and Jigba,
you're not gonna double Smith and Jigba because they're gonna throw it over top. I mean, they have plenty. They got the running backs. They got everything. And you know what? Sam Darnold is actually playing better now than he. And all right, I got a confession. It's not really a confession because it's recorded, but in the preview show, I did say we were previewing the season, right? So I didn't know, but I did say that JJ McCarthy was gonna have a better season this season than Sam Darnold this year, right? I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. He got hurt, and even when he was there, he didn't play that good. So I was wrong. Sam Darnold is playing MVP level football. But we got to talk about the Dolphins too. We got a Dolphins guy.
We got a Dolphins fan coming on.
Yeah. What up, Jay?
What up, Jay?
What up?
What's good? How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I can't call it. Yeah, it's been a tough year, fellas. It's been a tough year.
that's an understatement, sir.
Understatement, brother.
So I was hoping, I was hoping that the Cowboys was gonna go get Minkah Fitzpatrick, right? I don't know why I was like, man, I hope they do it. Now I wasn't thinking about Quinnen because I know they tried to trade Micah for Quinnen before the season, but I was like, man, I hope we get Minkah Fitzpatrick, and then if we could get one of those passers. So Jalen Phillips. Is Jaden or Jalen? Jalen Phillips, right?
Oh yeah,
he went to Philly. What? Matter of fact, what are your thoughts on the moves that the Dolphins made or didn't make?
I at first the Jalen Phillips move, I liked it. Right? It was we got a 3rd round pick. I mean, our season's going nowhere this year. We got to figure out what's going on with Tua in that contract. It's $50 million end of the year. We got to figure out if we're gonna eat that cap hit next year was it $100 million?
Yeah.
Left to eat on the cap. So, starting to get picks, I think is, probably the right move. Get that old GM out of there, get somebody else new with a new slate, get some picks, start rolling. But then I saw how the Jets were moving stuff around and getting top prices.
Yeah.
It made me rethink what the Dolphins are doing. A 3rd round pick for Jalen Phillips.
And Jalen Phillips is a dog.
Right.
Jalen Phillips is a dog.
To only get a 3rd round pick for Jalen Phillips when you got what? 2 for Sauce Gardner, you got 2
2 first, which is crazy, which is 3 years too late, maybe 2 years too late. Like I can see that 2 years ago, even though he wasn't even that good 2 years ago, but 3 years ago he was an all-pro. And I'm like, but now 2 first for Sauce Gardner is crazy.
That's tough. And then the Dolphins, man, they were 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like if you're gonna blow it up. That means Phillips got to go, Chubb got to go, Minka got to go, Waddle got to go. Get what you can right now for these guys, right? You end up.
Maybe
I would keep Waddle.
Yeah, I was about to say. So let me ask you this, because I guess it depends on if McDaniel's coming back, right?
That's what I was about to ask Jason. Does the restart happen with McDaniel?
No, he's a lame duck. I don't know why. I don't know why they let him stay around. It's like you already paid out your rent in your apartment and you got to move out in 3 months, and you just looking around.
Right?
I don't even want to redecorate in here. I don't even want to clean up. I'm about to be out. What am I going to do? Right?
He done took the family pictures off the wall already.
That's right. Yank them down. Yank them down. Don't ask nobody to come over the house. Don't ask nobody to come have Thanksgiving dinner. I'm out of here. I'm gone. And I think that's what it is. But they're just kind of let him see. I'm pretty sure he has contractual language to where it costs more to get rid of him than to keep him right now to the end of the season. Then you can part ways with him. I don't know that for sure, but it just seems like the reason why they keep him around, and then they got rid of the GM. But no, the rebuild starts with a new coach. I'm looking at the coordinators around the league. We got offensive coordinators turning into head coaches in Miami just does not work. You got to go back to the defense. So I'm looking at Al Harris and in Detroit.
Who was with Dallas?
Yeah, who was with Dallas before. I'm looking at oh my goodness, the defensive coordinator. The name escapes me.
In Minnesota. Well, no, he was already our head coach. You don't want him back.
Who you talking about?
Who's the DC at in Minnesota?
No,
talking about the black dude, Flores.
Yeah. You can't bring him back.
Oh no, we already might have to pay him millions of dollars for this case that's still going on with Steven Ross. No, hell no.
Help me with his name, because I'm drawing a blank right now.
Flores,
Brian.
Brian Flores.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I tell you what though.
To a hated Flores.
Yeah, he got the Vikings defense rolling.
You know what though? Like for a while when McDaniel was there, they thought like, okay, well Flores didn't know what he was talking about because Tua can play. But I don't know. Flores might have been right all along.
I mean,
so Mike McDaniel had Tua playing pretty good.
Yeah, Tua. I mean, he was playing good enough to get that contract.
He did, but he had to prop him up every time. He had to like a school age kid. Like, you doing well, you doing good. Don't worry about the haters.
Positive reinforcement.
Yeah, positive reinforcement, man. I mean, these is grown adults,
that's what he
man.
was saying though.
Damn.
These is grown men making $50 million a year. Come on, bro.
Yeah, Nah, you're right. So I mean, I don't know if I consider the Dolphins a loser at the trade deadline. I think they're like, the only reason why I would consider them a loser is because of what you said of they were pretty much straddling the fence. Like, you didn't know if they were blowing it up or they was trying to just trade to like get better, right? Because if you're blowing it up, like maybe not necessarily the offensive pieces, you kind of do what the Jets did. You just trade all those defensive pieces and get as much compensation as you can. Because I tell you what, you could have got some good value for Minka. You could have got something for Bradley Chubb. Because he's back off it from his injury, right?
Yeah.
And he's been playing. So I mean, you had three definites that on the defensive side that you definitely could have got something. So I don't know. It's gonna be, but there's some other teams that I would consider lose. I said Buffalo. The Giants. I think the Giants are losing now, and this is why I say the Giants are losers, right? Because their season, like a lot of other teams, is going nowhere. They're done for. But I feel sometimes you can trade for the future. Like I think the Cowboys traded for the future. I think that you get a young piece like Olave, right? You like Olave. You get somebody like any of these receivers that were available that is young that you could pair with Neighbors when he comes back and Theo Johnson up there, or get some O-line depth or what. They could have done something, and you got pieces that you could have traded.
So somebody said the Raiders. So I can agree with that because you just don't know what the Raiders are doing. Because from the same standpoint that you're saying, okay, it doesn't work. So you got like a new coach, you got Pete Carroll, you got Geno Smith, who's just basically, to me, just like filling in until they find their quarterback of the future.
The only reason why I wouldn't, because personally, I think the Raiders have pieces. I think that I'm not saying that they get a quarterback now that they're a Super Bowl team, but I think if they get a quarterback, they're able to compete in the AFC West, which is competitive. And you got Mahomes, Herbert, and Bo Nix. If they get a viable, a decent quarterback, I mean, they just traded Jacoby Myers, but you still got some pieces. You got the tight ends. You can draft receivers. There's receivers everywhere, and you got the running back.
Well, Crosby wanted out, so they probably could have got something for Crosby.
Absolutely.
I don't think you trade Bowers.
Hell no.
You keep Bowers. You keep the new running back.
Jenny,
you keep Jenny.
So again, then if that's the case, then yes, I agree. You will be considered a loser in the sense of trade Max Crosby, and get what you could get out of it. Yes, he did just get signed, but again, let's be real. In the NFL, all his money is fake. Like I don't want to hear nobody say, "Yo, we don't have enough money to pay." They always find a way to pay somebody. They always find a way to get out of it. The Broncos got rid of Russell Wilson, had the biggest cap hit, and they didn't miss a beat. They got better. They got better. So I don't think it matters that he just got signed. I think the issue is the compensation that they was trying to get. Now, I don't know if I give a first for Max Crosby, but shit, I give it a second or a third.
So let me ask you this. I ask both of you. Are the Broncos legit?
Nothing says that.
That defense is legit.
Yeah.
That defense is prime time.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're a young team that is hungry, and nothing says that they're not. I think that they're probably going to make the playoffs again this year. They made it last year. It was one and done, but like Jason said, that defense.
The defense is legit.
That defense could get you to at the very least the AFC Championship.
Do they hold on to this division?
It's gonna be tough. I mean,
that's a tough one.
That if so, they can, right? I would have to look at the schedule, but they have to play. Did they play Kansas City already?
They play Kansas City next week.
They play them for the first time next week.
I don't know if it's the first time. I gotta look, but I believe they play them next week.
Hey, so let me say something to y'all, right? So Phil Ford, who's in the comments, I spoke to him earlier, and he chastised me because he said we don't engage with the audience enough, right? Which is a lie, you know. He he lied, you know. He said I'm not tuning in today because they see our comments and they just ignore them. They look at them, make a facial expression, and keep it pushing. That happens sometimes, but not all the time.
So I have a confession.
Oh God.
You read Phil's comments, but I read them, make a face, and keep it pushing.
No, I do sometimes.
No, you read them.
I ignore them sometimes too.
No, you read them.
Damn.
I see them, ignore them.
Damn.
Smile, and then keep it pushing.
Yeah. All right. So let's. I'll post his comment. He said, "Can we recap the losers of that we've said so far?" And so one of them was the Bills. Did we say Miami?
So we said
Jay? No, we didn't say Miami was.
Now
we
put Miami in there.
With
Jay,
because they
y'all already spent too much time talking about the Dolphins anyway. Look, last year I came on here and I said that last year, you know, the Dolphins was hot stuff. I'll admit this year we've already spent too much time talking about it.
You're right. So you know what? Forget this. Let's talk about Shador. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, so we had the Dolphins,
the Bills,
the Bengals,
the Giants,
the Jets' current football team.
Well, I don't think that's fair, yo, because they was already losers. I don't know. They shouldn't be. I think they won the trade deadline. I think that they stockpile all those picks, and yes, you don't really know what you're gonna get from them picks, but like I said before with Detroit, you know, they didn't know they traded Matthew Stafford and did all of this stuff, and they got those guys in those drafts. Penei Sewell is the guy I was thinking about. But they got Sewell, Jahmyr Gibbs, Laporta, and so.
But that's the catch, though, and I think you just kind of alluded to. If you get all those draft picks, you have to hit on your draft picks.
You have to hit on your draft picks.
So if you're the Jets, and I saw our good buddy Ern, he had a meme of him looking into the camera, and the caption said, "When you see this look, the Jets are rebuilding for the 18th year in a row." And he looked so serious, like it looked like one of them pictures from the 1800s when they're just like staring into the camera. Like it was a legitimate, like it was funny. I got to show you the picture, but the point was well taken. The Jets are always rebuilding. And seems to never matter how many draft picks they get.
That's true.
They're always going to miss on their quarterback.
So
that's how they got all these superstars.
I was about to say. I mean, they clearly they have an eye for talent, because you don't just out the blue. You got Sauce Gardner, Quincy Williams, Josh Johnson, Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, Garrett Wilson, Mason Taylor. They got a lot of players. Like, if you think like, damn, they got all those guys, how the hell they losing? It's like, what in the world is happening? So, like you said earlier,
and that's not to mention all the guys they got rid of.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers and
Devontae Adams. It's just like what the hell are y'all doing that y'all can't get this right? So, they have an eye. They do a good job in the draft. Right. I think we can agree, for the most part, the Jets do a good job in the draft. But once they wear the green, it's like it's all over the place.
Well, okay, so here's my take too, right? It feels like they always go for a defensive-minded coach, which I have no problems with having a defensive-minded coach. Their defense never really struggles, right? So whatever coach they bring in, they take care of the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Their offense
is always good.
The defense is always good.
But they can't get quarterback right.
They can't get the quarterback right.
I don't think they got quarterback right since Mark Sanchez. And that was only for a few years.
Right.
So I guess the longer tenured quarterback probably was Boomer Esiason.
But think about it. They had Rex Ryan, Todd Bowles, and Saleh, and now they've got Glenn, and before that it was what's the
white guy? The guy that was before Saleh.
Not Mangini, but
no, the guy was before Saleh that was damn. But yeah, he wasn't no good either. So we got another. What's up?
Scotty, Saleh was who I was thinking of. Defense coordinator,
Saleh.
49. Saleh is
You
another
say Adam
candidate
Gase?
for the
Adam
Miami
Gase. Adam Gase. I think Adam Gase
Yeah.
was an offensive guy, wasn't he? Or he defense? I don't know.
He might have been an offensive guy, but like
was
so Adam Gase was with the Zach Wilsons and
Adam Gase was terrible. Before I say who Adam Gase is, the NFL equivalent, let's bring on Jamal. What up, Maul? What's going on?
What up? What up? What up? What's happening?
All right, so what's going on? So real quick, this is you got here at a oh shit, I think I camera. So you got here at a perfect time, Jamal.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Luca Reeves.
Could you set up? I don't know what that means. Can you set up the other? Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, we got some camera difficulties right now, but we can still talk while we fix the other camera. So Adam Gase is the coaching equivalent of Nate Peterman.
Oof.
Nate Peterman, let me tell you, if y'all don't know, and if y'all don't know, I feel like Nate Peterman is the worst football player in the history of the NFL. That's how I feel. Nate Peterman makes, and this is the last I'm gonna say about it, but Nate Peterman makes Geno Smith look like Dan Marino or Tom Brady. That's how bad he is.
Yeesh.
All right.
Dan Orlovsky has entered the chat.
No. Dan Orlovsky is better than Nate Peterman.
I mean, I can't really argue, but we talking about horrible quarterbacks in NFL history.
He was bad. So but Scott, you definitely have a point in regards to the Jets and just consistently hiring defensive guys, and that, I think that probably plays a part in why they can't get the quarterback position right. And I think that's what's been holding them back for the most part. Any disagreements there?
No, I mean the Jets. It seemed like they just did this whole rebuild that they're doing again 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. That's how they got Quentin Williams and Sauce was a long-term teardown with trades, and I mean, shout out to the GM. They'll pull the trigger. The owner is the isn't it the Johnson family, the Johnson and Johnson, Woody Johnson?
Yeah, Woody Johnson, correct.
Yeah, owner's shady, but he got a lot of bread. He let him spend it, but they just can't get right, man. It's tough, bro. They don't even get close to getting it right. Like y'all said, I was listening. Sanchez, I guess the Chad Pennington era was solid. They wasn't Jay Fiedler. They had somebody else, some other weird quarterback, but they always just been.
You talking about the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
remember they had Lucas. They had the Ray Lucas or somebody.
Yeah. And I'm almost certain that Fitzpatrick played for them as well. I can't even. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick did play for the Jets at one point. He's probably played for most of the teams in the league.
Yeah, they're really bad. They're really bad, and they got a lot of draft capital over the next few years, so maybe they get it right. Hopefully, they get it right for their fans.
All right, so Jamal, we were talking about the winners and losers of the draft.
NBA.
No. Not. I didn't mean to say draft. I mean the trade deadline, winners and losers.
Okay.
Huh?
I just said okay.
Oh yeah. So thus far, I think we agreed on.
So we got the Bengals,
the Dolphins,
Buffalo,
mm-hmm.
and the Raiders.
Those are losers?
Yes.
Correct.
Why did Buffalo lose? Because they didn't add nothing?
They didn't. So yeah. So their glaring issue was probably the receiving room.
Okay.
And they didn't get better in the receiving room.
So he was saying that they should have took the receiver from the Saints.
Oh, at least
Rashidi, whatever.
Yeah.
Shaheed, yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
No, first of all, the Raiders should have been sellers. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Yes, they should have probably got rid of Max Crosby.
Well, Max Crosby and the owner are very close. Max Crosby wants to be there. I don't think you can always give away staples, particularly if a staple wants to be there and you got nothing else. I mean, so you get a first round pick for Max Crosby. Because if Micah's going for 2, I don't think Max Crosby's going to go for 2. He's a little older or significantly older.
Mm-hmm.
I think Max Crosby's value to the Raiders is higher than anywhere else. And just having one person that can at least have what it means to be a Raider, I think that has value. So I don't think they're losers for not getting rid of him. He's got a fairly fungible contract that can be moved around. He's willing to work with the team.
Jamal, I told you about that earlier, yo. Hey, use regular words, please.
Fungible.
I don't know what fungible means, and I took it as disrespect.
I'm with you, Maul. I'm right here with you, bro.
My man.
Yeah. So look, the way that he used it, I think I got the definition.
Yeah, I mean,
so I'm pretty sure he used it correctly. So I was able to follow.
What does fungible mean?
Fungible. No, just a contract that could be manipulated, stretched, moved around in a manner that is conducive. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Hey, look, listen. I don't care. I'll ask for help, man. I ain't the one that I ask. I need. Okay. So but that makes sense though.
Yeah. So I don't view the Raiders as real losers. I think they got a 90-year-old coach. So their timetable is such that they're not looking to do this in 5 years. They really have to believe that they have their picks in place. They're finally done with that era where the Raiders had that. The Raiders were the Jets before the Jets. The Khalil Mack trade, they had a bunch of picks, and I think they got Cleveland Farrell and Abrams and Josh Jacobs and Damon Arnett. Yeah. Henry Ruggs. If you were a killer or a supposed killer or a overdrafted defensive end out of Clemson, you went to the Raiders.
They got Wilkins too, didn't they?
Now Wilkins, they got Wilkins via trade from Miami. Wilkins was with Miami.
Yeah. You're right. But still, he was.
But they got his college teammate, Cleveland Farrell, from Richmond, number 4 pick, way overdrafted. Mike Mayock should have never, ever been a GM.
No. Yeah. That was like what's his name from ESPN? That
Jeff Saturday?
No.
Mel Kiper?
Mel Kiper. That's like Mel Kiper being the GM of the daggone Broncos or something. It was so ridiculous.
Oh, they thought they won with that Mike
Mayock. Yeah, they thought we killing it. We gonna kill him with this one.
Didn't he draft Darius Hayward-Bay too?
No.
That was before.
Hayward-Bay, I think that was all Davis.
But he drafted Henry Ruggs in a draft that had CeeDee Lamb and Jetta.
But to be fair, was Henry Ruggs drafted before them?
Yes.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah. Because CeeDee Lamb was like, yeah.
That's how CeeDee Lamb felt us.
Yeah.
Before CeeDee Lamb and Jetta was Waddle, Ruggs, and one other.
Devontae Smith.
Was that? No. Devontae Smith was the next year. Was Rager. It was Rager.
Oh, okay.
I thought Rager went after CeeDee Lamb.
Nope. Yeah, but before Jetta, after CeeDee Lamb, before Jetta. Because remember, Minnesota was laughing at them.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because now I get it. Henry Ruggs was on a. I mean, if you look at that group of receivers that Alabama had, I don't think you're really that upset because he was a speedster, and
it's typical Raiders though. They take the
yeah,
fast guy.
Yeah. The guy that can go vertical. Give me the guy that can run the fastest.
Yeah, that's why Hayward Bay, like he just mentioned with Hayward Bay.
That is, some things don't change.
Yeah,
right? That's crazy.
So that said, I think the Raiders have been through that. So keeping a player that wants to be there, that's a great player. Yeah. So Buffalo.
But I don't know if he wants to be there though. Does he really want to be there?
Yeah. Very clearly stated he don't want to be traded.
Okay.
So I don't think they did, but I agree on Buffalo. Who else did you say?
The Bengals.
The Bengals are always losers.
The Bengals lost. Yeah, they should have got rid of Hendrickson. But that said, the Bengals are staying somewhat afloat. And if you can score 40 points with
That's not sustainable. That's not sustainable though. We know that.
But they said in December that Joe Burrow will be back.
What you call him?
Toe Burrow. If Toe Burrow comes back and he's healthy, we know how. I mean,
so let me say this. So I stated that the Giants were losers, and not because that their season, because they could turn the season around, but to get something for the future, like say like an Olave or one of these younger receivers that they could pair with. Excuse me. That they could pair with neighbors to come back for next year, right? Or in the future, and you know, and set their team up that way. So somebody, because Olave, I think did he get paid yet? I can't remember if he got his contract yet.
No,
but he hasn't gotten his contract yet. So somebody you probably will have to pay, right? But there are other receivers that they possibly could have gotten, that may or may not cost you as much, you know, and giving up let's just say you give up I mean, what we give up for Jonathan Mingo? We give up a 4th for Jonathan Mingo. I'm almost certain that there's at least 5 or 7 backup receivers that are better than Jonathan Mingo that you could give up something. So I feel like they could have made their team better for the future, and even through and just somehow salvage this year. Now, I don't think the coach is going to get fired because I think that there's something there with Dart and Daboll. I mean, Daboll.
So I don't know if Daboll necessarily makes it out of here.
I don't know. I think he got these guys playing right now.
Does he?
Are they playing? That's playing?
Yeah. So I think everybody is getting locked in on Jackson Dart's success.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily say that they're playing, and I give him a little bit of credit. At least he has Jackson Dart playing, but is that enough if they keep losing games?
Well, I mean, you don't have your best receiver, who's probably, I mean, right now he probably still throwing the ball to neighbors. He's not. I mean, Jackson Dart has guys running open in the end zone. And they just dropping the ball. You lose Scatterbull, who was probably your like emotional leader, which is crazy to say.
Was Scatterbull offensive rookie of the year?
Nah, I think Jackson Dart is going to win offensive rookie of the year. As of right, okay. I mean, because they're 2-7 right now. Yeah. If they get the 5 or 6 wins, he's definitely going to be, mainly because he's in New York. Things are bigger in New York. They give you you know, you may kind of look better than you actually are in New York when you're not really.
I think Daboll has to at least get the 7 wins.
I think that's actually way too much for what he lost.
That's why I think he's about to lose.
I don't think he's losing.
I think Daboll or the GM got to go, and if I'm the GM, I'm banging Daboll to keep my job.
Yeah, I am too.
But I don't think that's going to be.
Here's what I do: I bang Daboll and I go get Cliff Kingsbury.
That's not bad.
That's a quarterback.
I mean, I mean, I think the only other person is what's his name at Ole Miss? His old coach.
Lane Kiffin?
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin ain't no NFL coach.
So I do have something I want to bring up.
I don't
to
think
guys, because
Queensboro
you guys
is either.
brought up something real interesting. This whole Kyler Murray, Jacoby Brissett, Arizona Cardinal thing. All right, have you been tracking on pretty much how what's his name, McBride? Was pretty much like the singing Jacoby Brissett praises.
Well, what's cause on the IR now?
Oh, so
they this is the weirdest thing because they put Kyler Murray on the IR and came out with almost a press release about it. Like they ultimately said that he's still their guy. They're putting him on the IR so he can rehab his foot and get back as soon as possible. And to me, that just says he probably was ready somewhere or close to being ready to come back. And they said, nah, we're gonna go with Jacoby Brissett because he's a wily vet. They beat me personally. I never judge anybody that plays the Cowboys because everybody's gonna look a little better. Not even a little better. They're gonna look way better than they may actually be against the Cowboys at this moment.
So I'll say this: I want to leave the Cowboys out of this.
But that's where it came from. That's where the issues came.
But I think this was a little bit more than the Cowboys. I think that locker room ultimately was like, you know what, this guy is better.
Well, he is,
and we should have been going with this guy. We get that this guy is the franchise. I think that it wouldn't have mattered if they would have lined up against whoever. The way that they were singing praises to that guy being in the lineup and playing was like, listen, we don't care what you do. We have to play that guy.
Jamal's shoulders getting tired. What's up, Jamal?
This is as a Cowboys fan, this is gonna sound typical Cowboys arrogance. No one gives a fuck had they not just played the Cowboys. The Arizona Cardinals stink. Don't get it misconstrued. Josh Dobbs did this to us. Tito Santana could do this to us. I believe that Shohei Ohtani could play quarterback for a team and do this to the Dallas Cowboys. And you're gonna be thinking the person, he could play corner, he could cover, he could do whatever he need to do. It doesn't matter. And had they not just did this to the Cowboys, it wouldn't even be in the national conversation. Who cares about Arizona? Arizona sucks. And Jacoby Brissett sucks. So does Kyler Murray. It would be a non-story if we weren't trash. They scored 27 points in the first half against us. We're trash. We're pure trash. And if we weren't trash, so you can't separate the story from the Cowboys, Scotty, as much as you want to. And that's the gift and the curse of being America's team.
Hey, Maul, I agree with you on that up to the point where I think the reason why the story is getting traction is because of Kyler Murray and going all the way back to that decision that he made to forego that baseball contract and go play professional football, right? Like, I think that's why this story holds traction. I agree with you. Arizona, nobody cares about the Arizona Cardinals. Nobody cares about them at all. But it's intriguing because, you know, I think the Cardinals are stuck with Kyler Murray in that situation. He's lost.
So let me say this. Already. Let me ask you this, Jay. If the Cardinals had just beat the Jets with Brissett, are we having this conversation? Is it in the national?
Not at the national level, no. But I think we are having the conversation in Arizona in that quarterback room about that quarterback room.
But they would have lost to any other team. They had lost 5 straight games. So they would have lost with Brissett, and then they would have put Kyler Murray back, and Trey McBride wouldn't have all his great shit to say. When you lost 5 games in a row and you win, it feels like the heavens just opened up. So you saying all this positive shit. Wait till they play a team with a functioning defense that doesn't have a $92 million corner that's playing 18 yards off of a dude that runs 18-yard comebacks over and over. It's putrid. It's terrible football. It should not be judged. And shame on the Cardinals for doing Kyler Murray like that because he's 10 times better than Brissett. And them mistreating him.
One thing I will say, just to finish up on the Cardinals, though, and then we move on.
Hold on 1 second, Jay. Hold on. I know they did. I know I know Jamal did not just say a quarterback was getting mistreated by an organization. He didn't just say that. I know he didn't. See, I wasn't trying to bring up Shador, but he did it. He did that. Yep. He just said that a team was mistreating the coach. No, he did not. No, he didn't say it. Go ahead, Jason. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Ed is hell bent on bringing up Shador, and we're gonna talk about him.
I'm not gonna bring up Shador.
I know you are. I know you are. Like, because you're trying to angle everything to get back to Shador. But the last thing I'll say about Kyler Murray is, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. has more talent, or the same amount of talent, or if not more, than Jackson Smith and Jigba.
No.
And look at the difference between those two wide receivers.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes, he does.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
Marvin Harrison's catch percentage to this point in his career is sub 50%.
And look,
Marvin Harrison. I don't care.
Who's throwing him the ball?
No.
The little man can't even see over the damn butt of the center, much less.
That's why I don't
get him an accurate ball. What is we talking about?
We're disrespecting Kyler Murray. Did you see Kyler Murray's rookie year?
Yeah, back in the History Channel.
That was 5 years ago,
How long
bro.
ago? That was when he was throwing the ball to DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins was coming down with everything that year.
Yeah, so Marvin Harrison ain't that. Don't put Marvin Harrison and Jackson Smith and Jigba in the same breath. Marvin Harrison.
So they both got drafted last year, right?
No, this is Jackson Smith's third year.
So they're both. So wait, this is
Harrison's second year.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith's third.
All right, so I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean,
but just look at the discrepancy between those two wide receivers right now. Jackson Smith and Jigba is a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL right now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Who's
the numbers say he is. The numbers say he's one. The numbers say
two better receivers in the NFL right now.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb.
No, hell no. But we're gonna move on past that because I know.
No, all right, so Jason, we got to hear your 3. What's your 3?
I got number 1. I got Jamar Chase, absolutely. Okay. Number 2, right now, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Number 3, Jettas. Number 4.
You are disrespectful, Jason.
Why is that?
To not have CeeDee Lamb up there is just crazy.
No, because I'm seeing George Pickens look like a damn Hall of Famer in Dallas right now.
Don't blame. I don't know about all of that. All right, come on.
He looks good. He had one really good game.
He had a couple, but I still wouldn't.
I said really good.
Listen. I'll say this. I'll defer to Cowboys fans on what y'all see and what y'all team. I'm not gonna be the one to dissect Dallas Cowboys anything.
At least all right.
But Pickens was looking like a monster, especially when CD was out. Right?
He is a monster. He's been consistent.
He is a monster. But does that mean so? If you got rid of CeeDee Lamb right now, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll say this.
Production. Would you be missing a whole lot?
Yes.
Versus if you got rid of Jackson Smith and Jigba from the Seattle Seahawks right now.
Well, they had one target. He was getting all the targets. CeeDee Lamb in 2023 was Jackson Smith and Jigba.
So going back to the point of
when he had 130 catches and 1,700 yards.
Right now, taking CeeDee Lamb head and shoulders above Jackson Smith and Jigba right now?
Head and shoulders, no, but I'll take CE over him.
Okay. So the difference between your list, right? You say CeeDee Lamb is 3, right? I got CeeDee Lamb probably 4 or 5.
Okay, so it's not that big of a difference.
I know you're good then. I mean,
look,
you said no.
I got my list. I said 4, right? I was thinking about 4. I was like 4, either CD or it'll probably end up being CD, right? Because if I got
off by 1.
Reach to grab 5, then CD is right there.
Hey, Jay. Listen, because both your names start with J.
I'm Luca.
Shut up, Jay. You are a politician, And it's political season. Boy, oh boy. You are for the people, I tell you. Because you switched up so quick just now. Y'all said they hated CD Lamb 2 minutes ago.
Hey, no. Y'all put that hate.
Yo, I was sitting there, I was like, I
on me
listen
for CD Lamb. I never said I hate CD Lamb.
I know.
I'm just saying that Jackson Smith-Njigba is playing out of his mind right now.
Well, what about Puka Nacua?
He got to stay healthy. I think his.
If I had to pick between 4 and 5, CD and Puka, it would be right there.
Yeah, I got to put Lamb over Puka, but Puka is like my 4th.
So you got JSN.
I agree with. So I know I'm going to catch a lot of hate for this, but I got Jefferson, Chase, Lamb, and then Nacua,
and then JSN 5.
Nah, I got JS. Yeah, damn.
Come on now.
Nah, he got to be up there. I think that he
might be 4.
He's having one of those seasons, right? Like, and it's. I think that to be an elite, be considered an elite receiver, I think you have to like stack those years, right? You can't because anybody can have what will some consider like a breakout year. Right. So right now, I think Jackson Smith-Njigba has been consistent, right? I think when he first got into the league, he was the 3rd receiver with DK and what's the other one? Lockett, right? So he was like the slot, he was the number 3, and then they got rid of DK, they got rid of Lockett. So he's the number 1 now. And they drafted Horton, they just picked up Shaheed, they got
Lockett back.
Oh, they did sign Lockett back?
No, Lockett went to the Raiders. My bad.
Nah, they got Cooper. They got Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp.
He's an afterthought now.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp. I don't even. Is he even active? I don't know.
I looked at it. The guy's got like 200 yards receiving on the season and 1 touchdown. So they got a
rookie up there.
Yeah, Horton. Horton from Colorado State, who I think could be really good. I mean, Seattle has a damn good football team. I picked the Rams to win if stay healthy, right? I can't remember. I think I did pick the Rams. If it's not, I picked Seattle. But
you picked Seattle. You picked Seattle. Let me say this. Let the church reflect on its review of the good word. I didn't know Jackson Smith was snapping quite like he is.
Oh, really? Yeah. He can break the record.
With that said,
talking about season. Come on now.
With that said, to Ant's point, you got to stack a couple seasons in that upper. You don't get to have 8 games and I put you above people that's been doing it for 3 seasons. I can't do that.
That's fair.
So can we use his teammate as an example, right? So Cooper Kupp got the Triple Crown 4 years ago?
Yeah.
And so before that, he was still like pretty good. After they won the Super Bowl, he wasn't the same, right? Whether it was injuries, but that's still part of it, right? So you got to be healthy. I mean, I think he had an all-time great season, but can Cooper Kupp be considered like an all-time great?
No,
I don't think so. So I mean, Jackson Smith-Njigba, I think he if they're gonna play like this, you better be more concerned than anybody because
I'm concerned because what they did with Shaheed, it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and I know Don was playing good football. He's playing better than he was last year. Now we got a few more weeks. Let's see what he does in December because that's where it started turning like getting bad for him last year. Even though Minnesota plays indoors, but towards the end of the season, I don't know if he had like arm fatigue, but he looked bad. But like right now, I mean, he looks like an MVP candidate. So
I hate to say it, but I'm on to basketball. So from now on, just rely on me.
Hey Jamal, nah, man, we can't, man. Hey, we got.
I'm so happy.
Man. We got
the Quentin Williams trade, great trade, but Dog, I bought Raiders season tickets to go to the Cowboys Raiders game whenever it happened. And I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to go. I'm trying my best to convince myself to fly to Vegas to go watch this game.
So that's November 8th, right?
18th, 17th. Hey, Jamal, what does your dad say? Because he's starting to piss me off.
Well, I was about to tell you that you're good. Now I'm gonna check back with
Pop.
Pop.
No, don't tell him I said it. Don't tell him. I'm gonna this thing right now.
I'm gonna check back with Pop to see what's popping.
No.
Dog, why do you want to go though? Honestly, why do you want to go?
I could gamble.
Why do you want to see? Why do you want to see?
If it goes too bad, I can just gamble.
Gino is gonna gut us, yo. Gino ain't look good. Gino looked good last game. I guarantee Gino throw for 350 and 3 touchdowns.
He's not gonna throw for 350.
Dog, we average giving up like 283 a game. We're terrible.
I didn't say we weren't terrible, but he ain't gonna throw for 300 though.
Well, the thing is, we could score on their defense, so he gonna have to keep banging back. We don't have nobody that can cover Brock Bowers. Nobody.
Hey, Jamal. I let you get off the first couple banging. All right. I think you reached the match. All right? You reached the match.
What I say?
Hey, yo, the banging out joints is crazy, yo. I mean,
I'm more mature than that. I don't.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I don't do that. I don't pause.
Hey, it is what it is, man. But no, I mean, as crazy as it sounds, it's a Monday night game. It's if it's not gonna be anything, it's gonna be entertaining.
Doug, did you see the Cardinals make us look terrible? Terrible.
Yeah.
I can't watch it no more, man. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it.
Hey, listen, you know what? But you know what I've done? And you guys, Jason, I mean, your team's having a pretty good season. I mean, they got a weak schedule, but
Jason,
whatever.
Who your team?
Dolphins.
We talked about this last year. We've already spent so much time.
So look, listen. I've taken the emotion out of it. I don't get emotional from the games anymore. I mean, I don't talk trash. I'm emotionless. Did I say that right?
Part of it, and I hate to do this, part of it is your fault. Part of it's your fault. You're never in front of the TV when the game starts.
In front of the TV.
No, you're not. You're driving. You're going to the casino. You're repositioning. You. Oh, I didn't see that because I was doing this. My daughter beat up her roommate.
No, don't listen to him. He'll curse me out and hang up on me because, like, damn, your TV's so far ahead of mine. He'll hang up on me. So no, Monday night, I cleared my calendar. I sat there and I watched it, and I was like, "This is bad."
Dog, I paid $89 to get Hulu. Just because YouTube TV wouldn't pick it up, and these cowards had the nerve to lay out that effort. I don't like any of it.
I will say this: speaking of that game, I didn't like what I saw from CeeDee Lamb in that game.
I ain't like what I saw from Dak, CD, Javonte, Pickens.
CD, like, all right, so he's an all-pro receiver. It's 4th and 3. The guy's playing 10. I don't care if you're young. He gets on my damn nerves. So look,
he's doing that arrogant 49ers. We lose later than y'all think.
Yeah,
okay.
No. You know, he don't want to talk about the Cowboys.
I mean, we've been talking about him for 30 minutes.
We have. You're right, Scotty. I apologize.
No, hold on. I don't like how he be. We talked about the Dolphins longer than we talked about the Cowboys, which is fine. I don't mind. I whatever. We talking football, but he be putting 2 on the 10. Oh, we've been talking about the Cowboys the whole show. We just started talking about. You know what? We ain't got to talk about the Cowboys. We ain't got to talk about the Cowboys. We ain't got to talk about the Cowboys.
But you're gonna talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, I just think JJ, it's a private conversation between them now. Like, we're good on the Cowboys, man.
Ain't this about it? You know what? It's time. I'm sick. I'm sick of it. I feel like I'm forgetting to bring something up damn. We talked about the World Series.
Did y'all talk about Luka?
Oh, I missed
Who?
that.
Luka Doncic.
What about him? Hey, Jamal, it's not. You got what's today? You got a month and 20 days to talk about basketball. Christmas when Christmas get we gonna be all in. We can't even be all in on Christmas because we're gonna be at the game, whatever. And NFL trying to take over NBA. Anything. First of all, NFL ain't never had this many trade deadline deals since we were kids. If that, they done took over every holiday. They even took over Black Friday. You can't even go Black Friday shopping without even thinking about the football game coming on. They done did everything. They done took over Christmas. Christmas was
shit for me. I ain't watching.
5 NBA games, and you chilling. Now they done added 2 football games.
It's crazy.
And Dallas is one of them. You ain't got it, but it's YouTube now. You can go on YouTube and watch. No, Netflix. I'm sorry, Netflix. Damn, y'all lost another camera.
No, we didn't lose. He just got hit the button. We good, man. We good over here, man. Hey, what's up, Scott? All right, man. Look, I'm done with y'all. This is off the record. I'm Anthony Adebayo.
It's your boy Scotty B, man.
Hold on. Before y'all go, let me.
Oh, you got the scan?
Yeah. Hey, y'all make sure y'all. Where I join that? Y'all make sure y'all. That joint right there. Yeah. Scan that joint. Subscribe.
My face.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, you say, yeah, my bad.
I'm already subscribed, yo. I'm already subscribed.
Share it and tell your friends to subscribe. Yeah. We're gonna get in the studio again, fellas. Hey, real quick, I know we about to go. So when we was in Richmond, Jason came to the studio. You remember that? We were super young then. We was like, I barely had facial hair. I still barely have facial hair, but whatever. Scott, so let me move this scanning thing. Y'all see this shit on his? He didn't have that. I'm gonna post. Yo, this man had no facial. I have more facial hair than Scott. He was a baby. Now look at him.
Right.
All right. You see Jackson Hayes dunk on Bam?
Nah, but it's the NBA. Things happen. He ain't got more. He ain't better than Bam.
He damn sure ain't. He ain't got Asia Wilson either.
No, sir.
All right. Okay, guys. Okay. All right. Y'all some creeps. You know,
creeps.
No, not that part.
Oh, I'm about to say she ain't like a college kid.
Like the grown men that be posting Angel Reese. I be like,
yeah, the grown men that like Juju, the dudes that be like, yo, Juju, come on,
yo, she can't even drink. Like it's crazy. I be like, you serious?
But, yeah, they be out of line. Yeah.
Just as long as bro staying away from Chauncey Billups. And if he ain't,
that's what it was, yo. Hey, listen, we're gonna talk about that. I need y'all back next week. We're gonna talk about that because I think that's a whole I knew I kept on saying but that Chauncey Billups,
I wish I would have reminded you.
Terry Rozier. That is a whole that is crazy. Did y'all see and we're gonna get out of here after that? But did y'all see the 3D like the table and the glasses that they had for the cards?
Well, I want to be clear that all this is allegedly. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
I'm not one.
You're right.
I'm not one to tear a black man down without any, concrete evidence.
I agree. So, but the alleged 3D glasses or table that they had or the cards where you could see the number, it was. I said, this is crazy. I need some of those joints for the blackjack table because, excuse me, I ain't look. I don't cheat when I go to the casino because I know they're gonna catch me. But if I know I can get away with it, at least for like 2-3 months, I'm gonna go in those 2-3 months and I'm gonna go back to regular, yo.
Right. If Chauncey did it, just saying, if Chauncey did it, Aduku did it too. I don't like that cat. He did it.
Yeah. Hey, I allegedly lost money on Terry Rozier's that night when he went out. Allegedly.
Wow.
Allegedly. And also,
you don't want to be part. You boxed in with them either.
Yeah. Allegedly, since we talking about cheating, Scotty, next one of these podcasts coming up, Ant mentioned something about cheating in the casino. Ask him about the story of Maryland Live about 10 years ago. That's all I got.
Peace.
Hey, hold on, don't go. Let me get this, Scott. I know you. Yeah, let me tell y'all this story. And I promise y'all, we leaving after this. I promise you, I can't let that. Listen, let me tell y'all something. All right. So the MGM wasn't here yet. Horseshoe wasn't here yet. The only casino that was around in this area was Maryland Live, right?
Okay.
So, and then you go to West Virginia, but Maryland Live was the first one. So it was one Sunday. We all worked. Me, Jason, Juwan, and Matt. We the whole week we was like, yo, we gonna get up. We gonna meet at Jason's house. We gonna drive to Maryland Live. We get to Maryland Live, and first of all, we like this, like, oh shit. First of all, we've been to casino, but it was just something different. So we just going to different tables playing or whatever. We take a lunch break. We at lunch come up with this plan, like, yo, we're gonna go to each table. He said, we're gonna go to this table and we just all gonna play off each other. We're gonna put in a certain amount. How much we put in? I think it was like $50 a person, whatever it was. Man, so we devised this plan, like, all right, we if one win, we all win, blah, 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 blah. We get to the joint, they deal us a hand. No, we went to two separate tables. I'm sorry, we went to two separate tables. We gonna that I think me and Matt or me and Jason was at the same table. They deal us the hand. As they were putting the cards down, they were swiping up our money. Check it. So, go ahead.
Yeah, check it. So we split up, right? So we Ant said he good at the blackjack. So we like, cool, good. Go, yeah, you got that. So we pool our money together, right? We took the lunch break. We was like, all right, man, we're just gonna pull our money together. Big money, scared money don't make no money. We're gonna pull our money together. We go at the lunch table, we come back. Ant go to the blackjack table. We go to the roulette table, right?
Yep.
So we at the roulette table. The three of us is at the roulette table. We playing numbers, like somebody played red, the other one played black, not realizing like idiots that somebody gonna lose. And if all our money is pulled together, eventually you playing a zero-sum game. Like you're going to lose. Like, but we think we got this smart idea. Like, all right, you play this, I'm gonna play this, and like, well, when you lose, then my winnings, then I'll slide it over to you, and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
That lasted for about 17 minutes and 25 seconds. So we like, dang.
Yeah.
Well, we
and
hurt.
I'm at the table.
We hurt. So we like, all right, Ant must be up. He gotta be up. We ain't heard from him. We ain't seen him. He over there at the blackjack table. He talking about, oh yeah, he good on blackjack. We walk around the corner at Maryland Live, and the blackjack tables is out. If you've been to Maryland Live, you know, like the blackjack tables are kind of at the front, and the roulette table is like back around the corner. So we walk around the corner. As soon as we walk around the corner, Ant is sitting at a seat at the blackjack table that's like looking right at us. He looked up from the blackjack table, and we made eye-to-eye contact. And in that moment, I knew that we was all fucked up. The sadness on Ant's face when he looked up from that blackjack table, and I looked down at his hand at his chips in front of him, and he had, in the scenes in the westerns when they like go through the saloon doors and the dust ball be like tripping over the. That was that last chip he had, just walking back over to the dealer. Man, we got out of there. We had that plan. We ate lunch for 45 minutes. We played that afternoon for about 27 minutes. And
it wasn't long.
95.
It was so bad walking to the car. It was so bad walking to the car. Me and Juwan got into a argument about him eating rice in my car. Oh, like a month ago. It was like a month prior. I was like, man, don't be eating no rice in my car. So we drove like 2 hours back home. And like me and him ain't say nothing. And it was, nobody said anything. It was bad, yo.
Oh, y'all terrible.
It was bad. Never again, yo.
That's how you know you lose a lot of money to where somebody make you mad. You remember they was eating rice in your car.
Yo,
we was down bad, yo. I want to say it was like a pay weekend too.
It was a holiday weekend. It was like 4th of July or
it was something. I know we went out there. It was bad. But
Scotty, bro, man, listen. You would have thought that rice was like the Middle East peace treaty, dog. Like nobody was ever going to agree to this.
Yo,
He rice in my car.
Yo, we almost came to blows in the damn parking lot, yo.
Parking deck.
But it wasn't. It had nothing to do with the rice show. I think we all realized that was the dumbest idea.
Y'all got y'all head packed.
Yeah.
Yo, Wemby about to play Luka. Us basketball fans got to go.
All right, man. We holler at you.
Hey, man, it's off the record. I'm Anthony. I'm sick of him, man. This Anthony. This off the record. I'm Anthony Adebayo.
Boy, Scotty B.
And Jason and Jamal.
Boy, Jay.
All right.
What's up?
Bye.
Anthony Adebayo.
With you there, but if you're a coach, do you take that chance?
Yes.
You can reach us at the Off the Record Show at gmail.com. Anthony Adebayo and the most accurate sports coverage. Scotty B's Fantasy 5.
We're different from any other sports.
His sophomore year. Comes back and says, you know what?
And your boy, Scotty B.